Howdy folks, this morning's soap is from Dr. John's, called Bandit. May have a tough time finding this one. Probably have to go to a buy, sell, trade website, Facebook, your favorite place to find one. Don't think it's available anymore. I think finally sold out of it. And the got the aftershave. You notice that this one here says Beaver Woodwright. And this is also known as, today, as Black Ship Grooming. And alum block, complete with rubber band, and it is getting a lot smaller, flopping around in the case. And today I'm going to use witch hazel Humphreys. The scent is lilac. Hadn't used this one in a while. And the shaver of the day, when I ordered it from eBay, it came in a case like this. Not too bad. And this is what the shaver looks like. And this is wood. It's got a little badge there, if you will. And the blade in there is a Durban Professional. It's a pre-cut blade. And I don't know if I can get this to focus, but you can tell that on both sides, that screw there, you can actually tighten if this should happen to get a little too loose for your liking. Thought that was a pretty nice touch. Found it on eBay, shipped from China, and it didn't take too terribly long to get here. I don't think it took, it may have taken 2 weeks. I don't think it maybe not quite 2 weeks to get here. And the price on it shipped, if I remember right, was $7.33, something like that. Pretty inexpensive. I thought quite some time ago, when I discovered ZY's website, I thought I remember seeing that on their website, but that was quite a while back, so maybe my memory is a little fuzzy. But when I went to look again to see if it was there, I didn't see it. And so maybe my memory is a little faulty, but it's a pretty inexpensive shaver. The wood's fairly light. Matter of fact, I think if I remember right, the total weight is I think 1.5 ounces. I think the scales measure out to be near 5 inches, I think it is. I think it's 5.5 inches total length, including the tang. It's a pretty good buy, I would say. The blade exposure, there's not a whole lot of it there, so if you're just starting out, that might be a little bit easier to get accustomed to. And like I said, you know, it does come with a case, so that's a pretty good buy. I don't know if that will come with all of them, or if it was just the first few that he was selling there on eBay. I was unaware that it was going to come with a case, so that was a pleasant surprise. Been using Clown Fruit Dirty Clown pre-shave. You can kind of tell there's not a whole lot left of it. It's also getting hard to hang on to. Got this lather whipped up in a distinctive goat wooden bowl here. This one's a walnut bowl with circles in it, grooves. Got it whipped up here with the, this is one of my first brushes I got from, I think it's how you pronounce it, Yaqi. Anyhow, that's what it looks like there. It's a synthetic knot. Got this whipped up a little on the wet side. It's the way I like it. Go ahead and get started here. I don't have very many shavettes that are wooden scales, and that one there kind of, I guess you might say, it intrigued me. Thought it might be worth a try to find out if it was worth the money or not. Excuse me. And noticing that those screws, well, nothing else, you might be able to swap this out for something if you like something else that's better. But Pretty pleased with it. Off to the side over here, excuse me, I have a damp cloth. That I'm wiping putting the shaving cream on. Help keep my sink water a little clean. Cleaner than what it usually is when you have to rinse off in there. Pretty smooth shaver. Like I said, I was pretty surprised when I got it. I can only imagine. I have not seen anything to the contrary saying that there's anybody got one that they didn't like. But you kind of figure at this price they were pushing them out pretty darn quick. Not a whole lot in the way of quality control, but I haven't seen anything wrong with it. Like I said, with the blade exposure being no more what it is, it's to me it seems like it's pretty easy to get used to find out what the angle is. Sometimes when I say that, I figure I jinxed myself and now I'm going to end up cutting myself. I noticed that here lately there's been some shave videos without a whole lot of talking, taking roughly around the 5-minute mark, getting a shave in, and even on a 3-pass shave with a DE or a single edge like an injector or a gem, it doesn't take me a very long time to get a shave in. So if you're not accustomed to shaving, I guess you might say, a traditional way, you might see some videos of mine that'll go around the 20-minute mark, and that's usually because there's a lot of talking and whatnot. The shave itself usually does not last very long, and doesn't take a whole lot of time to whip up a lather either. Did a video quite some time ago lathering up, and I think I lathered up 3 different bowls and was talking, and I think it took just over 10 minutes, something like that. That's not too terribly long. That's roughly what, 3.33 minutes a piece, and that's with the talking. So yeah, you can get a shave in pretty quick. Smooth, comfortable, without nicks and irritation. It can happen. Like I said, the videos are out there. I do enjoy shaving like this. To me, there's a lot of satisfaction getting a shave in like this. Just the idea of being able to get a shave like this myself, without having to go to a barber, to me, it's just great. It can look intimidating, especially if you're looking at somebody with a straight razor shave, or maybe a hair shaper. Hair shaper, that blade just sticking out like it is, it just, for me, it's just, I look at that and it seemed to be a bit more intimidating than a straight razor. But if you focus on it, it's not quite as tough as it looks. It's going to take some time, yes, there is a learning curve, but it can be done. That is one nice thing about a excuse me, a shavette or a straight razor. You don't have to worry too much about the clogging. None whatsoever going on with this. This really is a pretty nice shaver. I'm quite pleased with it. Like I said, it is a lightweight, 1.5 ounces. I don't know what kind of wood that is. It didn't say, at least not that I could see on the website. But it is very lightweight. Looks really nice. Like I say, it's not very often you find these that are made out of wood at this kind of price. The only thing I can say, not that I've had any issue with it, but somebody may not appreciate this part of the, and I did a test run and it doesn't show up on a video, so, because I wanted to see whether it's worthwhile to even show it. There's going to be 2 posts that have come up on a shavette like this, and those posts, depending on who makes the shavette, will look somewhat different. And this one here, the posts are not quite like what you might see on a Parker SRX, where the post is very pronounced, sticks up pretty high. This one here is actually more like 2 bumps as opposed to real posts that are sticking up. So you have to pay a little bit of attention when you're putting your blade in there. That's because otherwise you might try to push a little too hard on the blade when you're placing it, and it may not fit up in there just right. But that's not the only shavette I've seen that's like that, so just something to pay attention to if you're not used to using a shavette. I haven't had an issue with it this week. I've had other shavettes, and this one here is actually better than some of the others where it has a bit more of an issue, and I think it has a lot to do with the fact of what this was coated with, what it was coated with. I feel like, I guess you might say, it gave a little bit more stick to it. Excuse me. Didn't want to slide like it may do on one that's chrome polished up. I don't feel that the scent of this witch hazel interferes with the shave at all. Reason why I say that is because I smell it when I first put it on. But shortly thereafter, my nose either is used to it, or the scent fades a lot quicker than what a person might think. I just barely notice it. But that's my nose. Somebody else's nose, probably a lot better than mine. I know, because there's times I can't hardly smell a thing. This is good stuff here. When I found this on Ship Grooming's, where I got this from, thought I was very lucky to find it, because it's also on sale at the time when I bought it. And when it first came out, I was not in a position budget-wise to get it, so I was just going to have to miss out on it. And then got to looking at Ship Grooming's website and noticed that he had it, and it was on sale, and I was like, awesome, got to get it. To a degree, the this may have to put some more on later. This means something to me because back in the day, not too long after I graduated out of high school, I bought my first sports car, and my first sports car was a 1979 Trans Am, and so yeah, that bird has a special meaning to me. I had a great shave. Hope everybody's doing well. Stay safe and smooth shaves to you.